Hi everyone and welcome to NameHero.com. In this video tutorial, I want to cover our reseller hosting packages. Now this video is part of my Reseller Hosting 101 course. If you're seeing this video on YouTube or one of our partner sites or even on our blog, you can enroll in my Reseller Hosting 101 course for free at NameHero.com/startup. So right there on our blog, there'll be a link to our new course section where you can enroll and take this full course. But anyways, with that said, I want to jump into this section of the course, and I want to talk about different reseller hosting packages and kind of what you're looking for as a reseller when you're going to sign up, when you're going to become a reseller host, what you need to know, and kind of how you go about signing up for your reseller account, and then what to expect once you do have that. So at NameHero, if you navigate to our main site, NameHero.com, you're going to see that we offer three different reseller hosting packages. That's our Startup Hero, our Corporate Hero, and our Entrepreneur Hero. Now, the main difference between these three is the Corporate Reseller has the WHMCS license that comes with it, and that's complementary with the package. Now, the reason why this is so popular is if you were to go directly to WHMCS and purchase a license from them, the price starts for a non-branded, meaning it doesn't have their powered by link, at $18.95 a month is what it starts at. Now, if you have more than 250 customers, it's even more expensive, and it goes all the way up to I think $50 a month or so, depending on how many customers you have. At NameHero, right now throughout the rest of 2017, we're offering this for free with the corporate package. So once you get into our corporate package or locked in, you're going to have it for free for life. So given our best price on the corporate package is $19.77 a month, it's really a no-brainer why resellers want this, especially starting out. Now, the other packages do not include WHMCS, but if you would like to purchase it, maybe you want to just start off with a reseller account and maybe purchase WHMCS later, you can at a discounted rate, but it doesn't come included. So that's the main difference. And also the corporate package comes with a free dedicated IP address. A lot of our resellers like to have a dedicated IP address for a number of different reasons. One of the biggest ones being email delivery. So if you know your customers are going to be using a lot of email, then you're probably going to want a dedicated IP address. If you go with their other packages, you can buy a dedicated IP, but it's $29.95 a year, and it's billed yearly. So regardless if you want it, whenever you want it, that's how you purchase it. You purchase it by the year. We don't sell them monthly. So with that said, if you're a new reseller, you're probably going to want to go with the corporate package. As you develop your business, if you need more space or more bandwidth, then you can buy a startup package or a corporate or an entrepreneur package to expand your space and bandwidth. And we're going to talk about that as we get later on inside of this video. Now, all of these accounts, all of these packages offer you the ability to resell web hosting on our high-speed powered cloud. And we'll get into the specific features that you can offer. But this is, in a sense, shared hosting. You're not offering your customers VPS hosting. You're offering them shared hosting on our servers through these packages. So this is ideal for your customers and clients that have average WordPress websites. Now, I mean average by saying, well, they probably don't get more than 5,000 visitors a day. If they get more than that, then they're probably going to need a VPS, or not probably, they are going to need a VPS if they're reaching over 5,000 people a day. But if they're reaching 5,000 or less people a day, then these packages should be pretty good to host those customers for you. And so I'd say the most of your websites are going to fall into this category. And if you have those that need that more power, then we can of course accommodate those. Now it's also important to note, you're going to notice our pricing. Now on our site, the pricing that you see on the reseller page, that's our best available rate. Now at NameHero, we reward customers that decide they want to sign up long term. To us, it doesn't make much sense to, we're offering month-to-month billing, and that's fine for some people that they want to pay month by month. But for us, we want to know that you're with us for the long term. All of our partners, all of our resellers, we're in this for the long term with you. So those that say, well, you know what, I'm into this long term too, I'm going to sign up for a year, I'm going to sign up for 2 years, well, then you're going to receive up to 50% off the price. So that's our reward. And so please don't email in asking our team if you can get that rate monthly, because no, that's not part of the deal. That's, if you want to go monthly, that's fine, but you pay the normal rate versus the discounted rate. So it's almost a 50% savings to pay up front. I can understand some people's apprehension because of bad experiences with previous hosts, but you can always sign up for 1 month. Everything goes well, you like it, then you can upgrade to a couple years or whatnot and save. That's what I recommend doing. Now, all of our reseller hosting packages are very feature rich. That's really what we're known for at Name Hero, is not only this high-speed hosting infrastructure, but also all the bells and whistles that we offer with our packages. All right, now let's talk about the other end of reselling, and that's reselling with a VPS. Now, most of my course is talking about reselling with a basic reseller account, what we just covered. But I do need to mention the VPS hosting because it's important, especially for those of you that want to offer an even larger hosting product. So let's talk about this. When you resell with a VPS, it is your own managed server. VPS stands for Virtual Private Server. It's your own dedicated server in the cloud that you use for your customers. When you're reselling with our other packages, you're on a server with other resellers. So it's not just yours. It's not, and that's why it's more expensive, because you're not the only person on it. Now, our VPS is you are the only person on it. Your customers are the only people on it. Now with these, you have full root access, so that means you can install and customize these servers a little bit more. You know, I know some of our resellers may want to use Nginx web server versus Lightspeed. Well, you can't do that with our reseller packages because they come with Lightspeed. So that's just one example, but there's also some technologies and stuff that people want to use sometimes that's not available on our basic reseller hosting packages. So that's why we see, a lot of times we see people that go for VPS hosting. Now, if you have a customer that maybe reaches more than 5,000 people a day, well, they're going to need more resources than we can offer at our basic reseller packages. Because of that, then you might need a VPS for them, or maybe you put 2 or 3 customers on the VPS. So that's why that you'll see a need for those. Also, if you want to resell reseller hosting, meaning if you want your company, your web hosting website to be able to sell to resellers, then you have to have a VPS, because that's how you offer the master reseller account, so to speak, meaning that you can sell reseller hosting accounts and other people can resell through you. So you could use our VPS to do that. Now, the good thing about a VPS is you can always add this later on. Most people start with a basic reseller hosting account. They get their businesses going, and they have their clients on there. And then as they see a need, then they'll add the VPS later. Because of this, Cloud Linux, which is on our basic reseller account, Lightspeed, they're not defaulted on our VPS. If you want to add those pieces of software, then there is an additional fee. So that's why our basic reseller accounts are really cost effective and the best way to get started. If you want to upgrade later on to VPS, you can do that. And our team will help you the whole step of the way. But most of the time, we see people get started with our basic reseller account and they jump to VPS later on. So that's kind of the comparison between the two. As I said, most of the time when I'm teaching and training resellers, I'm talking about referring to our basic reseller hosting accounts that's on the site on namehero.com. Okay, so let's talk about the features of our basic reseller hosting accounts, now that you know that. These are our main tech features, and these are what you offer to your customers that really gives you a competitive advantage over guys like HostGator, over guys like GoDaddy, over guys like Bluehost. Most web hosts out there, they don't offer all these features, and this is what we really pride ourselves in at Name Hero. Because of these features, you can actually get away with charging your customers a more premium than they would get, say, at HostGator. You can charge your customers a managed WordPress hosting fee because you're going to get all these features. So let's just go through them really quick. SSD RAID 10 storage. This is solid state drives with RAID 10. RAID 10 is a protection used if the drive is to fail, there is another copy of the data. That's why SSD drives, if they fail, it can be hard to get the data off. But if it's protected by RAID 10, that gives you another added layer of protection. Now, this is not a substitute for a backup. It's just an added peace of mind. The RAID 10 basically duplicates the data in real time, so if the drive fails, then it can be pulled off and extracted and you don't lose everything. Again, it doesn't replace a backup. You should always have backups, but it does help that process should the drive fail. An SSD stands for solid state drive, also called a flash memory or flash storage. This is a lot faster. So your customers' websites will load a lot quicker with an SSD drive versus a basic SATA drive. It's also a lot more expensive for us to build web hosting with SSD. In my opinion, though, the old SATA drives, they have moving parts. They fail easily. I think they're going away. Guys like HostGator, they still use them. They still sell them. I would be making probably double the profit here at Name Hero if we used them, but I feel like that's really going to step backwards. I feel like nowadays you have to use SSD. So that's huge, and you should explain that to your customers. Lightspeed, we have the Lightspeed web server. So most web hosts out there, they use Apache or Apache, however you want to say it. Which Lightspeed is up to 9 times faster than Apache. So your customers are going to notice a much faster loading experience. So it's another benefit that you can give your customers. The Lightspeed WordPress caching. WordPress, as you know, is the most popular content management system. Most everyone that uses WordPress wants to use some sort of caching plugin. The Lightspeed plugin is known to be the highest performing plugin out there. It can only be used if you have the Lightspeed web server. So we offer this free of charge. You can offer it to your customers. They will absolutely love it, I promise. Maria database, this is a drop-in replacement for MySQL. Basically, it's just like MySQL, but like Apache and Lightspeed, it is faster and better performance. So unlike regular MySQL, you're going to have much faster reads and writes on your databases. The original people that developed MySQL actually developed Maria database, and they are the ones that run it now. So it's a no-brainer to me. I think most companies are starting to move over to this because of the performance benefits over MySQL. Now, all of our packages, regardless of startup, corporate, or entrepreneur, have the ability to host unlimited clients. We're not going to limit you on the number of customers you can have. We limit you based on space and bandwidth, but you can oversell, meaning you're only billed on what you actually use. So you can sell people unlimited web space, but if you reach your 100 gigabyte limit, then you would have to buy another package on our corporate plan. So that's important to note. It's unlimited customers, though. We don't limit the number of customers that you can have. This is another big feature. A lot of other companies out there, they will limit that. We offer a free domain for those that pay long-term. If you pay monthly, you're not going to get the free domain. And the free domain's for the first year registration. So once again, if you're a startup and you're getting started, the corporate package for $1977, you get the account, you get the WHMCS license, you get the free domain, and you get the free Enom reseller account. So it's really a huge savings. So that's important to note that you're going to get that the corporate package and the startup or entrepreneur. So it's another savings. The domain's $12.98, so you're going to save that fee as well. Cloudflare with Railgun. This is another feature that a lot of web hosts charge additional for. You can charge your customers additional for this as well. If your customers go to Cloudflare and they sign up for Railgun directly, it's $200 a month for that package. So you're offering a $200 a month package for free, having Cloudflare and Railgun. So that's on all reseller accounts. It's on all our servers. It's set up. Free and automatic SSL. We all know that SSL certificates are no longer optional. They're required. Google will actually show you lower in the rankings if you don't have SSL. So this is free and automatic at Name Hero. Once again, this is a huge selling point to your customers. Other web hosting companies will charge $70 to $100 a year for one SSL certificate. At Name Hero, all of our accounts come free and automatic, meaning as soon as you set up the account, the SSL certificate automatically sets up so people can use HTTPS on all their domains and subdomains. It's just free and automatic, and it works. So that's a tremendous selling point. That's probably one of the biggest selling points to our reseller accounts. A free Enom reseller account. This is also very big because you're able to use this to resell domains. If you go to Enom directly, then they're going to want a fee for it. At Name Hero, it's included with all of our accounts, so you're going to have that complimentary. So make sure you take advantage of that. That's a big thing. You know, most people that sign up for web hosting, they need a domain, they want a domain, so you're going to get that for free with this, a free Enom reseller account that you can use. Finally, free nightly backups. Each night at midnight, we automatically back up all of your accounts. Your customers have access to this inside a cPanel. The only restriction is they can't be using more than 100,000 inodes or more than 20 gigabytes per account, per cPanel. And those limits are posted in our knowledge base, but we do that for server performance. But these features here, these are the features that you should concentrate on and that you should resell to your customers. Let your customers know that you're offering these features because it's a tremendous benefit. These features are what are going to set you apart from the competition, and they're what's going to make you a lot more money. So this is really what the meat and potatoes of Name Hero offers to our customers, is the ability to have all these features. And this is one of the reasons why we're the fastest growing web host out there, because we offer these features by default. We don't upcharge for them. They're just there. So I can't talk enough about being feature rich. I pride myself, I pride our team into being able to offer this stuff to our resellers. Okay, why you need multiple accounts? One of the most asked questions inside of our help desk and on the phone and chat is, well, what happens if I need more space? What's the price to upgrade? We don't do that. We don't work that way at Name Hero. Rather than upgrading, if you start to encroach on 80% of your space or bandwidth, we're going to advise you to buy another reseller account. That's why the startup and entrepreneur accounts exist, because they allow you the ability to add another package with more space and more bandwidth. So it's an upgrade. It's redundancy. You don't want all your customers on one reseller account, especially if you have hundreds of customers. I like to recommend no more than 50 customers. We allow you the ability to have unlimited customers, okay? But then again, if one server would go out, I'm not saying we're going to go down, but I'm saying that computers are not perfect. If one server would go down and your customers would experience downtime, you wouldn't want all of your customers going down, because that would give you bad reviews, that would be a support headache, and the list goes on. You should have multiple reseller accounts once you get up and going. It's redundancy, it's reliability, and it's more space and bandwidth. All your eggs in one basket's never a good idea, and I can't stress this enough. Now, some people are going to argue me on this and say, well, I'm going to keep all my customers on one reseller account because I want to keep my costs low. I understand that, but I'm telling you, from being in the web hosting industry since 1998, it's a bad idea. Some customers also, they want multiple accounts across multiple servers. They want to do this a lot of times for SEO. Now, I know I know Google kind of frowns upon private blog networks, PBNs and stuff, but it still exists, and some of your customers are still going to want that. So if you only have one account, then you can't offer them that. So again, if you have multiple accounts, that's no problem. Your customers are going to like that. You can use WHMCS to rotate through your account. So it will actually choose which account has the less customers, which account has the most room, and it'll set customers up on that automatically. So you don't have to manually do that. It's automatically on find the account and set them up. Our largest resellers at Name Hero have over 100 accounts with us. So that should really open your eyes that because the ROI is so high on reseller hosting, which we'll talk about here in just a second, once you start making a good ROI, it only makes sense to add another reseller account to add that redundancy, to give you some added space, and to really expand out your own network. So let's talk about that, long-term billing and ROI. First, makes more sense to pay long-term for your package. You're going to save nearly 50% at Name Hero signing up for over a year plus. So why would you pay monthly? I know it's easier to let off that money each month, but in the long run, you're going to be paying so much more. You want the most ROI as possible. So go from the beginning, that yearly plan. You can, again, as I said at the beginning of this presentation, you can sign up month by month if you don't trust me. But I sincerely believe, in what I've seen happen, you'll trust me after a month or two, and then you can go and buy that annual package. Your customers are rebilled by you as long as they have active services with you. So even though you can pay for all your accounts at the first of the year, and then you're going to be collecting money each month or each quarter, and you don't have any bills after you pay that initial fee. So see, your ROI can then be protected, and you're making money and not spending a bunch of money. That's how businesses run. Both our reseller and VPSs are heavily discounted when paying a year plus. That's just what I recommend, and I can't say it enough, really. Since this is your only real fee to be a reseller, unlike many other businesses out there, you don't have to have an inventory. You don't have to have an office. You don't have to have a bunch of servers. You don't have to have a bunch of employees. You don't have to have a bunch of expense. Your only expense as a reseller, for the most part, is the reseller package. So why not squeeze as much ROI as possible? One of the lamest excuses that I hear is, I'll sign up when I get a customer. Some people don't even want to buy a reseller account until they get their first customer. Don't do that. Have everything ready. When your customer comes, if everything's not ready for them, they're going to go somewhere else. Customers, they want hosting instantly. They don't want to sign up and then wait for you to go sign up for a package because you didn't want to spend the money to have everything in place. So that's a lame excuse. So don't give that to us, because that's really not how this business works. So with all that said, you're ready to move forward. I think you have a clear understanding of what the reseller hosting account is and which package you need by now. You should now have a good idea which one you're going to sign up for. In my next video, I'm going to actually demonstrate signing up for the corporate reseller account. I'm going to show you exactly how to go about selecting it and setting that up. So you can join me for the next video for that. I'll go step by step to show you what you need to put in all the fields and how you make your payment and all that. Once we do that, then we'll talk about determining your niche, setting up your website, setting up WHMCS if you choose to automate, how to integrate your reseller account, and then finally how to start getting customers. So if you've enjoyed this part of the course, can you keep on going? Again, if you're watching this video on our blog or on YouTube, make sure to go to namehero.com/startup or namehero.com/blog. Either one will take you to the same place, and enroll in this course, because I've got a ton of videos and presentations that all lumps this together. So if you got value out of just this one video, imagine the whole course. And it is free. This course is 100% free, even if you're not a customer of us at namehero.com. But thanks for watching. I will see you inside of the next video.